everyone, and welcome to Sweetpea Seeds Inspirations. My name is Sydney, and welcome to All Things Yarn Related, which is just a bi-weekly update video where I like to share with you guys my works in progresses and finished objects, what I've been working on, and also some insights to upcoming tutorials or videos. So these last 2 weeks have just been, whew, it's been crazy between being sick, and this week ended up actually getting some freezing cold temperatures down here in South Carolina, and I think it was Wednesday morning we woke up with 3 inches of snow on the ground. So that is very rare down here in South Carolina. We've been here for 3 years, and the last time it actually snowed, it was just light dusting, was 3 years ago, the first winter that we were down here. So it is fairly rare getting snow here in South Carolina. Luckily, I am originally from West Virginia, so the snow does not bother me too much, and I can handle it, kind of, sort of. I've kind of got used to those warmer temperatures down in the South. But anyways, with it being cold, a lot of crafting has been done, just being inside and staying warm. So over this past weekend, Shannon over at Shannon Talks Yarn and myself had a live, which was our first anniversary live together. It's been a year since we started going live every third Saturday of the month, alternating between her channel and my channel. So with that, we did a few giveaways. And I spun some hand spun yarn, and those have already been, I still have the packages here because I'm waiting on the snow to kind of dissipate and get them sent out. So the winners have already claimed their prizes, so I'll just share off what I did spin. So this first one is called Turquoise Stone, which I did hand dye the fiber, and then I just spun it up. I did a fractal spun. So real quick, what a fractal spun is you will take your roving, you'll split it down the middle horizontally, or no, vertically, sorry. And then one section you will spin as it is, and then the other section you'll split that horizontally as well in 4 to 6 pieces, depending on how much or how short of a striping you would like, and then you apply those together and it gives it this really cool striping effect. So this has already been claimed. And then also I spun some of fiber that I received from Paradise Fiber subscription box. I blended the fiber on the blending board, or on the drum carder. Why did I say blending board? I don't know. But I blended some fiber on the drum carder, and then I spun this up. And this one is called the Sherbet Swirl. I just spun it up as the roving was, nothing special here, but it came out fairly cool. I do have to rehang this one up because I ended up getting a little ahead of myself when pulling the yarn off of the Swift. I forgot to tie the yarn together and almost had a disaster, but luckily everything stayed intact and was able to fix that fairly quickly. But it did cause a little bit of craziness here going on, so this one does have to be rehanged. There is 174 yards here, and I'm not for sure how many yards is here because again I got ahead of myself and forgot to count the yardage while I was winding it up onto the Swift, so I have to rehang this one up as well. But those will go out shortly. If you did win this from me on Shannon's live this past Saturday, they will be out shortly, hopefully tomorrow, which is Friday for me, if not by Monday. So yeah, that is very exciting. Now, since we are on the topic of fiber and spinning, I have been dyeing some fiber this past week for a video on Sunday. Gotta get my gears working here. It's kind of early this morning, and it's just been one of those mornings that can't think, can't do nothing. Everything's just going disaster, but here we are. We're getting things done. So there will be a video come out this Sunday at 10 a.m., which this Sunday is, what is this Sunday's? January 26th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will be a video of me dyeing some fiber with a tie-dye technique and then steaming it. I will kind of go over the process of in the beginning of what I'm doing, and then after that it's kind of like just a time lapse of what exactly I'm doing. In Sunday's video, you will see more of an autumn themed braid. I had so many different variations and colorways thrown out there that I couldn't just pick one colorway. I had to do two. So many different colors thrown out there. I did the Nerds Rope, which I felt like really suited with all of the suggestions that I was getting. And I really want to thank you guys for suggesting all the different colors and colorways and schemes and all of that. So thank you for being the inspiration behind these braids. Now, when I think of autumn, I think of sunflowers. So I did a sunflower themed braid for Sunday's video, and I absolutely love this. Now, I do have another braid that I do have to dye in the sunflower. Here's that braid. So hopefully I can get that done this week. But these three braids are currently available right now. I do anticipate putting them on Etsy, but if they get sold before Etsy, then that is perfectly fine. I can either spin these up for you, or if you're a spinner yourself and you would like to buy these straight off the roving, I am perfectly fine with either or. Just contact me, which my email will be down in the description box. Starting to get a little tongue-tied now. But my email will be down in the description box if you are interested in any of these braids, whether you want the fiber or if you want me to actually spin these up for you. Now, sunflowers. If you have been around for quite a while now, you may see something different in the background, which is that sign back there. I'll kind of move my camera a little bit. So there is my sign. My husband works at a fabrication plant, means he welds and they build sometimes they go out and build like gas stations or metal framed buildings, stuff like that. They do all kinds of stuff there. But one of the guys actually does the signs, makes the signs off of a plasma cutter. And for quite a while now, probably at least 2 years, I have been wanting a sign that says Sweetpea Sids Inspirations. And so the guy, he was showing us, because we hung out with him a few months ago, he was showing us some of the signs that he did for somebody else, and I absolutely loved them. And I asked my husband if he could ask the guy if he would be willing to make me a sign that says Sweetpea Sids Inspirations, and I kind of gave him like a prototype or a blueprint of what exactly I wanted. Now, that is not the original idea that I had in mind. Originally, I wanted a sign that said Sweetpea Sids Inspirations with a spinning wheel on the side. Unfortunately, with all the measurements and stuff like that, he could not do the spinning wheel. So my husband was like, just do a sunflower. She loves sunflowers, and that's what he came up with. So I absolutely love it. And my husband and I, we ended up actually spray painting it. I know you couldn't see it when I just showed it off, but I'll making sure that there is a picture here in a short second of what the spray paint looks like, because we kind of did like a galaxy theme. We went back and forth with so many different ideas, and we just got to playing around with the spray paint, and I said, I love that, leave it alone, don't touch it, keep it like that. So that's what we went with. So yeah, that was a lot of fun to do, and I absolutely love the sign. We will move right along into upcoming tutorials. So last time I talked to you guys, I shared off a scarf that is going to be coming on February 2nd, which is a knitted, more of a cowl really. I was anticipating doing an infinity scarf, which you can do an infinity scarf if you want to, but I just made a cowl. So this is going to come out on February 2nd at 10 a.m. And this is called the Sweethearts Cowl or Scarf, whichever you would like to make this as. So I do have a little bit more recording to do left on this, but other than that, it will be finished. And the weight of yarn that I used was a 3-weight yarn and a, let's see, what kind of needle, and a 5mm knitting needle. Now the yarn that I use, I actually got it in a giveaway, and the lady comes from, or she's from Australia, and her Facebook and Instagram name is Strength Honor Waves. So there is her Instagram and her Facebook if you would like to go check her out. And this one's in the Ruby Sherbet. It's a super washed, extra fine merino nylon silk blend. So this one also would have been great to make socks in, but I felt like it was a little too thick in order to make socks. So again, the Sweethearts Cowl Scarf thing will come out on February 2nd at 10 a.m. And then the intertwined cabling I have not started working on just yet, and I don't have it handy right now, but I just want to kind of refresh your memory, which I think I have another video, that update video that will come out before that tutorial. But again, the intertwined cabling shawl will come out on February 16th, and I'm very, very excited for that one. Now, going ahead and moving into March tutorials, I already got one ear warmers done for crocheting. March is going to be more of a theme for ear warmers. So I have started working on a knitted ear warmer. And this is what I have gotten done so far, and I think I'm going to make this for my daughter because she absolutely loves pink, and these are her colors right here. I have not came up with a name for this one, but the tutorial will come out, let's see, on March 16th. And of course, I will refresh memory on this one, or you can just wait until it comes out. I just like to go ahead and talk about and throw some things out there. But other than that, the only other thing that I have been working on is a blanket. Now the yarn that I got for this blanket, and this is the main thing that I have been working on these last couple of weeks. The yarn that I got for the blanket actually came from my mom. She had sent me a blanket that she done. It was one of her very first ones, and she was doing a corner to corner. I don't know if it was a different variation of corner to corner or what exactly it was, but she had messed up on it, and so she gave it to me because she knows that I don't mind ripping things out and putting them into cakes. So I'm assuming that's the reason why she gave it to me. I don't know, but she told me, said, here, have it, do whatever you want to it, and so on and so forth. So I ended up ripping the blanket out just because it was messed up, and there was some areas in the blanket that was all matted up. And so I started working on another blanket that will go to her. And the yarn is the Urban Chick and the Berry that came from Hobby Lobby years ago. Unfortunately, this is discontinued, and I'm very saddened by that because I love this yarn. It's my weight of yarn. I love the colors. So I'm kind of upset that they no longer carry the Urban Chick. But this one will also come out in a tutorial form sometime in March, which from what I'm looking at is going to be March 28th. I do schedule things out months in advance. I am currently working on April suggestions for videos if you do have any, but I do have most of April filled up already. I just got to start working on videos. But this is the blanket, and I have gotten quite a ways from the last time I had shared this off. So I think the last time I was maybe down here somewhere. So I've gotten quite a bit done since the last time we talked. Again, it's been freezing cold down here in South Carolina. So a lot of time has been crafting and on the couch. But that is it from me. What are you guys working on? How are y'all? If you would like to share your works in progresses and finished objects, you can just let me know down in the comments, or you can also send me a picture through my email, or also I do have a Facebook page if you would like to share off there. All of that will be down in the description box. Those who are being impacted by the California fires, but also the snowstorms, you guys are deeply in my prayers just as well as we are impacted here. But I hope you guys stay warm, please stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.